We need peace, we choose freedom. We need peace, we choose freedom. There was a nation living in peace and unity. Yeah. They are people with love and harmony. Oh, yeah. They saw greatness rise up to its purity. With another people of different culture, a different heritage, biased and oppressive. Oh, I see. A nation from trigger of Africa, rising with strength and might and power. In due time, nobody gonna praise us. Rather, you all gonna embrace her. With your flag, with your flag, with your flag, with your flag. Oh, yeah. Let the tears of our mothers who lost their children be heard. Let the blood of our heroes speak from now till forever. Let the whole wide world know Biafra is our home. Oh yeah, Biafra is our home. Oh, it's my home. Yeah, Biafra is our home.
I reminisce way back 1967. Death toll on the blood couldn't count them even. Mama screaming, child squealing, pops on the ground. 2.5 years, over 3 million's gone. Why? Cause we asked for our freedom, and we're going back to our sovereign kingdom. They shut us down when we cried, the world said nothing. Sitting back in the crib, watching our suffering. Should I talk about the planes dropping shells like rain? Suka had the first taste of a hero's blood. Abaganazo Bunigwe was stronger than flood, but the juke is too strong and fought them off on the chart. Thought the bloodshed's gone, then it came again. 216 and the massacre, it started again. So bloody name, I couldn't cry tears. Blood dripping down my eyes, water in my veins. We died trying to fight the cause and we're trying to break him. It's our freedom, but the world was against us.
Wave your flag over Africa. Welcome people of Biafra. Wave your flag over all the world. See those people of Zion is here.
It is the nation that the Lord has chosen for the people of Zion. It is the nation that the Lord has chosen for the people of Zion.
We need peace, we choose freedom. We need peace, we choose freedom. Yeah. Let the tears of our mothers who lost their children be heard. Let the blood of our heroes speak from now till forever. Let the whole wide world know Biafra is our home. I see the rising sun from Africa. Oh, this is time of victory. Oh, yeah. I see future in Africa. Oh, yeah. People of Biafra. See light shining on the world. Oh, yeah.
What's that, Morrison? We're not fighting each other. We know where we're going. We're going to get Biafra. There is nothing anybody can do about it. Absolutely nothing. Nothing. I need them to understand this. We've crossed the Rubicon, the point of no return. There is nothing anybody can do. If I'm alive, if I'm dead, if I'm wherever I may be, Biafra will come. If I'm dead, it's even better because it will come far more quicker. I can assure you. If Biafra is fighting for you, no one will touch your property. If you're fighting alone, you're bound to lose it. So Biafra is the best. We will become the 16th member country of ECOWAS. If Nigeria doesn't release those properties, then we'll take them to court and we'll get them back. Even twice the value. The Jews had investments all over the world. Most of the priceless artifacts and paintings belonged to many families in Germany. It was stolen by the Nazi Party. Do you know that? Eventually they got everything back with compensation on top of it. That's what we're going to do. If you touch our investments, we'll come back for you. And we'll know where we can get it from. So there is nothing for anyone to worry about. It's only if I'm not stopping you from being a Nigerian, if you are born on the streets of Lagos and you want to be a Lagosian and your name is Adama, oh well and good. There's no problem.
Onye si na agata anya ahụhụ ma ọ bụ na anyị fe arụsị anyị wee na-efe arụsị igwe were iwe gị na ọmụma gị wee dị aleta anyị ụmụ anyị wee na-anwụsị ụfọdụ nọ n'ụzọ ije ha anaghị alọta ụlọ ọzọ nne na nna wee na-ata ahụhụ wee na-ata ikikere eze nwaanyị konye ka ọ gaa ubi gaa rụọ ọrụ Fulani chiri ehi bata ebe ala gị niile okwu ebepụ ya isi anyị pụta anyị kpọpụ onye nwe anyị n'ugwu Awụsa ahụ ejide anyị wee gbuo ihe ọ bụ anyị mara aka n'ime ha si maka ha aga n'ihu elekwa ọdụ ụgbọ mmiri n'igwe ọcha bụ ememiri ọya nke dị na Kalaba otu aka ahụ anyị na-ala nsọ ebe Biafra bụ ndị kọstọm sokwenye anyị n'etiti anyị anọghị n'ime mmiri kama kọstọm juru ebe niile ha wee na-ata anyị ahụhụ anyị kwuo sịpụta anyị ka kpọchie anyị kwuo ekwa sịpụta anyị ka gbagbuo anyị onye nwe anyị na Chineke na nke bi n'igwe ọ bụ ụzọ dị anya ka isi na-ekwu ndị iro anyị anya wee karịa ndị nke gị akwa anyị bụ ụmụ Chineke akwa ọba aha anyị ka anyị na-aza akwa ọba anyị nwe na-aza ike Chukwu akwa ọba anyị nwe na-aza amara Chineke akwa ọba anyị nwe na-aza Chisom akwa ọba anyị nwe na-aza Chizoba nna nke dị nsọ onye ime eluigwe dịka otu onye iro dị na anyị bụ ụmụ gị bịa ka iwe zọpụta anyị bịa ka iwe napụta anyị n'aka ọjọọ ihe bịa ka iwe lụọrọ anyị ọgụ bịa ka iwe dịtụ ozu ọgbọgọwa memilere Goliath Chineke nna nke igwe ruo memile Fero site otu a mee ka Fero ka ọ guzo n'ihu ụmụ ndị anyị ga-ebi ka o wee taa akọkọ igiri ụtọ ọzọ ị ga na-edu anyị n'ụzọ niile nke ezi omume ọ bụla adịghị na anyị na-aga ndagwurugwu onyinye ọnwụ ọ bụ nwa bụ ekekere n'igwe n'ụwa onye ọbụla kere gị n'oge malite n'oge ọgwụgwụ kama anyị onwe anyị gwa anọkpa ahụ ofu ụbọchị anyị ga-anwụ n'ezie kama ma akpọ na okwu gị na-anọgide ego mgbe ebighị ebi ọ bụ ya mere anyị ji were gị n'anya isi anyị wee na-asị nna nke dị nsọ bịa ka iwe gosi anyị Biafra na ndụ na-abụghị n'ọnwụ bịa ka iwe mee ka ebe gị na amara gị wee kpuchiri anyị ka uwe bịa ka iwe zọpụta ndị nke gị bịa ka iwe mee ka Biafra wee bịa ka anyị na-ewetụta na nsọpụrụ na ịja mma site n'aha gị onye bụ Chineke abịa ma
Welcome. Thank you for joining us on this very quick evening program. Wherever you are joining from, like and share the program. Share to family and friends. Share to your neighbors. Reach out to anybody you can reach out to. We must continue to preach the gospel. No matter the challenges, no matter the obstacles, no matter where they are coming from, we will continue to do what we have to do. So, my fellow Biafrans, wherever you are watching from, I urge you in the name of Chukwu Biama to pay attention to these broadcasts we are about to do. It is very important. It is very important that we pay attention because we have a situation at hand. Every one of you know that today there is a serious attack on Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa. This attack has continued. This attack has continued from time to time, and we cannot pretend it's not happening. We cannot pretend it's not happening. The only thing we have to do is to make sure that we speak, to make sure that in all our platform we continue to give voice to Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa, to make sure they are not forgotten. No matter what the enemies are doing, no matter their propaganda and their blackmail, no matter the forces that are rising from all corners against our leaders, We must have to continue to do what we have to do. We must have to continue to speak. We must have to continue to give them a voice. As they are trying to shut them down, we will continue to give them a voice. We are in the final stage of this battle. And this final stage, a lot of things are going to happen. A lot of things are already happening. So wherever you are, you must tighten up your belt. The battle is going to be very fierce. The propagandists are coming from all corners, from all angles, from inside and outside. The attack is going to come from the place you least expect. We will continue to speak the truth. The truth is the only reason why Simon Ekpa and Nnamdi Kanu is under heavy attack is because they are the true face of Biafra. These are two men who are ready to raise the flag of Biafra no matter what happens. The two men that are unbribable. They say that the Igbos love money. These are Igbo men with difference. One of them have been offered a vice president, offered an oil well, and he said no. The other one was said that they will make him the Dangote of Biafran land, and he said no. Each and every one of them has sacrificed their career, put their own life on the line, put their family on the line, and they continue to pursue the cause of Biafra. Wherever you are as a Biafran, this is the time for you to tighten up your belt. This is time for you to tighten up your belt. We must join Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa to raise the flag of Biafra. No matter how difficult it is, no matter how challenging it is, no matter the obstacle, no matter the attack, no matter where it is coming from, we must join them to raise this flag. The flag of Biafra must be raised. Every one of us must put their hand. Join your hand, join your strength, join your word. Whatever you know you can do, start doing it now. Let us raise this flag together with our Supreme Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa. These are the face of Biafra that we are talking about today. The Biafra you and I are talking about, look at the face of the Biafra. Any attempt to remove any one of them from the picture, you are doomed. Any attempt to remove any one of these men in the picture, you are doomed forever. And this is how you will know the people that are fighting against this struggle. Anybody that you see that is fighting against Nnamdi Kanu, no matter how that person pretends to tell you that, oh, I love the Igbos, oh, I'm sympathizing to IPOB, oh, this and that, and you hear from their speech, from their attitude, from their character, you see that they are attacking Nnamdi Kanu. Run away from them. You have no business with such people. People who try to pick fault on Nnamdi Kanu, they demonize what Nnamdi Kanu, they challenge the authorities of Nnamdi Kanu. It doesn't matter whether you do it intentionally or unintentionally. You don't. If you are sincere in this struggle, you don't have to challenge the authority of Nnamdi Kanu. This is a man who has been proven right in every single thing he has said in the past. So, on what basis are you going to stand to challenge the order given by Nnamdi Kanu? On what basis are you going to stand to counter the order given by Nnamdi Kanu? Or Prime Minister Simon Ekpa? These are people that have done something we can see. Simon Ekpa have done something. He has said something and done, and we have seen how he put Nigerian government under pressure. Something that nobody in this struggle have done. Nobody in the agitation of Biafra have put Nigerian government on pressure like Simon Ekpa. Nobody Put them on the to the extent that the Senate begin to confess that he is in charge of Biafran land. The chief of army staff begin to confess that he is in charge of the Biafran land. Even the saboteurs begin to confess that yes, he is the man. Some said he knows what he's doing, but he's too fast. They can't catch up with him. That is why they hate him. They want him to slow down. Everybody that is attacking Mazi Simon Ekpa is out of jealousy, envy, pride. It is not because Mazi Simon Ekpa was not doing it right or doesn't know what he's doing. Mazi Simon Ekpa did what he had to do. And he did everything well. Every single thing he did well. Every single procedure he followed well. This is a disciple of Mazi Nnamdi. He called himself disciple. He didn't just call himself disciple. When you look at his activities, you will know that he's a disciple. And that is why Mazi Nnamdi has never condemned Mazi Simon Ekpa anywhere. And I challenge anybody, if you have seen any video or any write-up from Mazi Nnamdi where he condemned Mazi Simon Ekpa, bring it. Bring it. Once I see it, I will stop broadcasting. If I see it, I will stop broadcasting. Mazi Simon Ekpa at a point in time tells us that he goes to the heart of Mazi Nnamdi to take message and preach. That is how connected they are, physically and spiritually. They are connected. Up to the extent that he goes into the heart of Mazi Nnamdi to pick message and preach. These are the two men that Nigerian government are afraid of. The government of Nigeria are afraid of them because they know that these people are ready to raise the flag of Biafra. They want to raise the flag of Biafra by fire, by force. They are ready to raise the flag. It doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't matter what you think. They are ready to raise the flag of Biafra. These two men you are looking at here. They have taken it upon themselves that they are going to raise the flag. And they are raising that flag. They don't care what you say, what you do. Your propaganda, your blackmail, it doesn't affect them. And they are working tirelessly every single day and night, even at the risk of their life, raising the flag of Biafra. Whether you like it or not, they have been chosen. Today, the Zoological Republic government cannot sleep because of them. The Zoological Republic government cannot have peace because of them. Tested and trusted. And you are talking against them. The only thing any reasonable Biafra should do today is to focus on how they are going to be free. You can see that our struggle is on standstill. I will not come here to tell you anything to be happy or make you to be jumping up. Our restoration of Biafra is on standstill as we speak. It is on standstill. We have lost all the territories we captured. We have lost them. We have lost every single territory we captured in Biafra and we have lost them. The only faith we have now is on Donald Trump. The actions he's about to take, what it will give back to. Whatever it gives back to, then we can capitalize on that. Apart from that, we are on standstill. Wherever you are as a Biafran, you must remain strong. The only thing you can do is to continue to give them voice, just like I'm doing. Every program, I give Mazi Nnamdi and Mazi Simon Ekpa a voice. I play their videos. Most of the videos they gave us are informations, and we continue to live on those informations. Nigerian Zoological Republic government doesn't mean well for us. They don't mean well for you. They don't mean well for me. So the least we could do is to make sure that we get out of the zone. Buhari has come and he did what he did. Took over everything, and today Tinubu is the one that is in charge. Taking everything to his own people, the Yorubas. For how long are we going to continue? For how long are we going to continue to beg for something that is rightfully ours? For how long are we going to continue to hope in a hopeless situation? The only hope anybody can have is to join these men and raise the flag of Biafra. Join them and raise this flag. Join them and raise the flag of Biafra. That is the right thing to do. And if you are not joining them to raise this flag, you are doing yourself a disservice. You are doing yourself a disservice. How do we join them? Give them a voice. Anything that will lead to the release of Nnamdi and Simon Ekpa should be our first priority. The very first priority of every Biafran should be how to release Simon Ekpa and Nnamdi. More especially Simon Ekpa. Because Nnamdi, his foundation for release has already been led. A lot of voices, both international and local, are fighting for Nnamdi. But Simon Ekpa somehow looks like he's silenced. That is why I am worried. Those of us who claim to be under Simon Ekpa directly, who have worked under Simon Ekpa, if you are not worried, you should be ashamed of yourself. I am worried. Because I know that Simon Ekpa is not having enough representation as he's supposed to. He is not. People can continue to lie for themselves. Anybody can lie to himself. This is how we are lied to until he was jailed 6 years. We were all expecting that he's going to come out. I never in my life expected that Simon Ekpa would be jailed. But because we did not do what we are supposed to do, he was jailed. Another opportunity is coming on the 8th. Don't say you are not told. Don't say you are not warned. The earlier you wake up now, the better. Now we have opportunity to correct the mistake we have made in the past. We have the opportunity to correct the mistake. If you don't, then you're on your own. If you don't correct that mistake, you're on your own. Chukwu Okike have given us opportunity to be who we are supposed to be. He has given us opportunity, and we must make use of that opportunity and make use of it wisely. We must raise the flag of Biafra together. We must raise that flag. Join them and raise the flag of Biafra. Join them and raise the flag of Biafra. If you are fighting for this Biafra genuinely, and you are not doing it under the foundation led by Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa, I'm not going to tell you to stop, but you must be careful. You must be careful and have a rethink and be sure of what you are doing. I pray that Chukwu Okike will be with us. Nigeria has been taken over by the terrorists. It is no longer a story. It is a fact. It is not a tool, it's a fact. Nigerian government is under the terrorists' control. The terrorists have gone ahead to bomb a bridge break up a bridge, they bombed a bridge to break up their own territory. They are gradually creating their territory by bombing a bridge. Some of you must have seen that very video where terrorists bombed the bridge. That is how bad it is. For those who are sleeping, I want you to pay attention and watch the video. How the terrorists bombed the bridge. That is a bridge. The terrorists broke the bridge. Look at it. Terrorists blow up bridge linking Luma, Babara, Agwara in Niger State. That is how they create their territory. They break the bridge. They separate themselves from the other people. That is how it starts. Did you see that? The terrorists have cut out their own area with other people. They cut the bridge, blow it up. So you can't be able to access them. They create their own territory. That is Nigeria for you. That is your Nigeria. That is what is happening in your Nigeria. That is what is happening in the zoological republic called Nigeria. Meanwhile, Tinubu is busy building Lagos. Tinubu is busy building Lagos. He's busy attacking innocent people. He doesn't care about anybody except his Lagos. The same thing that Buhari did, that is what he's doing. Exact thing that Buhari did.
Almost all the economic team, they are all from Lagos or Southeast. So if they decide, they can just go and have a meeting and they will be speaking Yoruba, taking minutes in Yoruba.
The same thing Buhari did. When Buhari did it, what did he do? What did he do? Tomorrow, now Yoruba man is there, he's doing his own. Maybe tomorrow, Igbo man will enter there and he do his own part. And you think we have time to come and begin to... that is why we don't want to be part of your Nigeria. Because it is not a country. Everybody is thinking about his own region. They don't care about... It's not a country. Nobody's loyal to it.
Implementing policy in Yoruba. And nobody can say anything. Because as far as I'm concerned, Tinubu has conquered Nigeria.
Oh.
Why are we concentrating? And that's why, right from the onset, I've stated unequivocally that we should not, under any circumstances, allow this thing to be happening like this. You see, a lot of issues, central bank, most of this have been dismantled from here, taken to Lagos, custom dismantled, taken to Lagos. So many things have been, under the cover of that place, being removed from Abuja back to Lagos. So I don't know whether there's any agenda that presupposes, because if you look at what has been spent on Lagos alone under this administration, it is on trillions upon trillions upon trillions of naira. While other states of the federation, there are some states that unfortunately have not been able to get even one good road. I can tell you for free, the Adamawa state, if you see, water has been cutting off the roads I want to do, of which I'm talking based on experience from my state. Nothing is happening there, nothing at all. No federal project, nothing. But concentration in terms of development is on one state. Now, we have so many ports. If you look at Asante State, Calabar, there's Port Harcourt. Now, to give the southern a sense of belonging, I strongly believe, like the southeast, that is the hotbed of manufacturing, the hotbed of trade and commerce, should have been able to get one port in Port Harcourt.
They will not give any port
to the southeast, which is a gateway for economic recovery, economic emancipation, and then economic wherewithal for the benefit of Nigeria. But unfortunately, they have to now, with the modernization of the port, go to Lagos. Now, there is need for us to have the expansion of these ports in Port Harcourt and Calabar, so that at least we have that national reflection. As Nigerians, this democracy is for everybody, it's not for the Southwest. Southwest alone cannot produce this president, I can tell you.
So, Dr. Modibo, this brings me to my next question concerning accountability and transparency. I mean, we're talking about public funds here, and Nigerians, will be the one to, pay this amount. So, do you think that full details of the agreement should be made public so that Nigerians will be aware that, this is the agreement, this is how clear it is, the monies that will be put in, the monies that will be spent, because we're talking about public funds here. So accountability and transparency needs to come first.
You see, I've followed, the threshold of the discussions. I've followed it critically. I've watched on television. I've been glued. I've watched what has happened. All the things that have been happening. It's so sad that you carry this kind of people, 137. Look at the vandalism of the economy. You take them to London. Some don't have anything to do with it. Some have even gone there. They have not done anything. It's only to start clapping. When the president comes, they'll line up and start. That is all.
Nigeria.
Have we been able to look critically at other areas of importance? Because to me, this deal with the Ramona is just a one-way this thing. So does it mean that, look, the Minister of Finance and Minister of Foreign Affairs or Minister of Economy could have done this at a bilateral level with the ministers in this. I strongly believe we would have looked elsewhere, like China. China could have even offered us, or Asian countries, they could have even offered us more beneficial project of this country. I don't go to London, we go to Britain. Britain welcomed us because they knew they had an interest. And most of this, if you look at the details of this project, it is mainly beneficial to them. It's about 70 or 80 to 30. This alone, it's not even something that has to do with that. You see, to me, Nigeria has a critical problem, and our problem is not even that of the port, as far as I'm concerned. For now, the port could be okay. It could be modernized, it could be, expanded. But what are the fundamental silent issues that has to do with governance, that has to do with security? I could see a lot of these people, they were in that chat, that horse is driven chat. They were waving, smiling, as if nothing is happening in Nigeria when we had a tragedy. With some clowns, couple clippers,
complete clowns.
And other,
that is your Nigeria.
Who are hired to line up to say, your mandate will start. When they are on your mandate, we supposed mandate.
Nigeria.
And what are they talking about? As far as we're concerned, they've not been able to look at Nigeria's issue critically. They should have been able to monitor to they know about what is happening in Nigeria. They should have been able to look dispassion and tell Mr. President the truth.
This is the zoological republic, is what we are showing to you.
The expansion of
what it looks like, what the zoo looks like. That is what you are seeing. A failed state, irredeemable failed state. That is what we are showing you. For those of you who will pretend that all is well.
To concentrate all the 2 ports they said are to be renovated, all concentrated in Lagos. Why are we every time pandering to the women and capacities of Lagos because the president is coming from there? It is sad commentary in the history of this country. Whether we like it or not, the trajectory seems to suggest that a lot of things are being done to just please the Southwest, please Mr. President, and also it shows the self-centeredness. And I think it's very unfortunate. Why couldn't we have gone to Calabar Port? Why couldn't we have gone to Port Harcourt?
They will not.
If one will be given to Lagos,
they will
why
not.
Not give one to other but that is just by the way. Now, the takeaways for the Ramona in the in this 746 million pounds project they will be able to get is that they will do the renovations, and mostly if you look at the the details of the loan, it's a loan that was going to pay.
Absolutely. I was going to come to that, Dr.
Yes.
Modibo. I want us to follow this money so that our viewers would have a better understanding of the amount and what it stipulates on the deal. Now, according to reports, if you look at this, a significant portion of this loan is tied to the UK suppliers. That is, in simple terms, it means that Nigeria is borrowing money, but must spend part of it in the UK. Now, this brings me to my next question. Is this development cooperation or economic self-interest on the UK's part? Because I'm asking this question because if Nigeria can source the same steel or material cheaper from another country or even, locally, is it not essential that, we look at paying this money? Are we going to overpay this money at the end of the day? Because, it's a whole lot of questions when it comes to, the debt that is already on ground as, as a country.
Yes, because as of now, even the debts we've incurred under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is over 100 trillion naira. 100 trillion naira. Well, 100 trillion naira. It's sad commentary. What have you been back? Our children and our children's children. Debts, liabilities, hanging on their necks like the sword of Damocles. It is very sad and unfortunate.
So do you see this as, as a fair trade-off, or does it undermine Nigeria's ability to get the better value for money?
You see, whatever, looking at it from every angle, from every parameter of economic practices globally, what Nigeria gains can never be equated to what Britain will gain under the current deal. Could you believe that most of the resources, raw materials will be sourced from them? In terms of labor, they are going to bring in labor to create more opportunities for labor for the country. And in terms of even payment, we are expected to be paying by far more. It's not as if it's by the Christmas gift. It's not. It is a gift that is given by the left hand and then collected by the right.
That is British for you.
We are under a situation where these people will always move far ahead of us in terms of thoughts and what have you.
That is the zoological republic for you. We will continue to bring reports from the zoo for you to understand how bad it is to be part of that zoological republic called Nigeria.
Your report has been described as that. And then are you saying that the Nigerian police, as we speak, are completely outside the law?
Exactly. And that is the big point that we make in that report, which is that the Nigerian police unit called Tiger is located in Owerri State, is operating outside the law, is operating with impunity, and is operating without any basis in the rule of books or rules. What we are saying is that impunity is going on there, and it is going on for so long, and it is going on with so much reckless impunity to the extent that we are calling the attention of everyone to join us in saying that it has to stop, and there must be accountability. It's not about stopping it, there must be accountability as well.
Now, talking about the Tiger-based units and their operations, the question for me then would be, what is the strongest evidence that you guys have regarding this case as we speak? And does it show only just Tiger-based, or is it something that is systemic in Nigeria? I would say there's a systemic, foul play somewhere in the system when it comes to operation capabilities.
So let me take you back to the SARS days. Before the SARS, we had SARS. SARS also started like Tiger-based. SARS was established to deal with crimes, to deal with robbery, and to deal with other crimes that are happening to overnight cities, over areas and cities. Now, gradually, SARS became toxic to became a menace, it became a problem, it became an issue that everyone was talking about. They go on killing people who were in Lagos, Ogun State, Abuja, everywhere. So it is starting from somewhere. That is how we can get this going. The pattern we are seeing is when our gradually tiger is transformed into a monster that was SAS. So the pattern is clear. The police would see a problem. For example, they say, okay, tiger base was established suddenly to innocent and innocent. And gradually, tiger base became something else. Started arresting people and holding them in detention for low people political reasons, sometimes family disputes, sometimes just disagreements over a business deal. And these are simple matters that would be noted with their limit. They are simple. So why are they going into this thing? And that was how SARS started. We had a situation that SARS, instead of dealing with crimes, they gradually became a unit of the police that was also intervening with civil matters, settling death, if there is a death issue. And they would intervene and say that, okay, it has to be done. So what we realize is that the police in Nigeria has been using this pattern. When they see a problem, they establish this unit, they give it this responsibility, and gradually that will become a monster. It will become a problem, it will become a danger to the society, and that is what this tiger doesn't become. Does it become a problem because nobody monitors enough? Well, I don't think the issue is monitoring. I think the issue is the whole system. Uh, Maybe, we have been researching Nigeria for since 2004, and we have done like 6 reports. What is happening is that Nigerian police is enmeshed in so much corruption and systematic, decay, which enable people to act with lawlessness as much as they can. Therefore, that is where the problem is. I don't think that this is, an issue of one day or something like that. I think that is the issue that has to be generally looked at. After they announce some meetings for what they didn't materialize. People didn't see that translating yet. No one expected that just a few years after the assassination, the monstrous unit of the police gradually paving the way for the assassination. Tell us, your findings really establish, that there's legal detention of torture and all the illegal, detention, there's torture. Did those findings really get to prove it beyond reasonable doubt that yes, this is illegal, this is wrong? Is that how you guys was it? Is it a yes or no for you? You guys established that indeed torture is going on, illegal detention is going on. Well, at Amnesty International, we take evidence very seriously, and our research is always empirical based. We look at evidence because we don't only look for one evidence, we look for layers and layers and evidence. People like 3 people told us that this is our experience. For us, in our standard, that is not enough. We need a lot of evidence. So when we are doing this research, it took us 2 years to finish this work. It's a very small issue, but it took us 2 years. We have been researching this issue. We have been talking with victims. We have been talking with people who survived tiger base, those who were held in tiger base. We have been speaking with lawyers. We have been speaking with families of those who died in tiger base. We have been speaking with people who were in tiger base for more than 2 years. In fact, there was somebody that we spoke with, he spent 800 days in tiger base. So we have autopsy results showing the cause of death for some people. Therefore, what we have is a body of evidence, and we are ready to present all those evidence that we have to the police or to the Nigerian government to help them do their own investigation. And that was why if you look at our report at the end, we always encourage the government to also do its own investigation because we are not a court of law. We are only a human rights organization with capacity to carry out deep research, empirically based research with evidence. And when we gather that evidence, we are always willing to always offer to share with the government, to share with the police, to make sure that we give them all the support, all the assistance, all the evidence they need. In fact, we can even give them much more than that because the evidence we have is overwhelming. We can give them and we are ready to give them if they are going to carry out an appropriate investigation to make sure that all those involved in Tiger Base movement, all those officers found to have violated human rights are brought to justice. Not just to transfer them from Imo State to Borno State or from Imo State to Sokoto. No, that is not what we are doing because that's what the police always do. Not to do that. We want to make sure that there is justice. All those who participated in those tortures, extortions of millions of naira from victims, they must be brought to justice. That is what we do. What is the most disturbing question that you encounter with this? Well, one of the most disturbing one that we discovered was that some young people reported about somebody, and that person was arrested. And that person, after that person was arrested and brought in the place, and that person died. And later on, the police went and arrested those who had and also like and extorted their families as much. There was a woman we spoke with, she has been very kind of this, and she fell in detention. And they said that when she did this treatment, and they told somebody to treat her. And after they treated her, it's malaria or something. After they finished the treatment, they then told her family that they had 500,000 or something over 30,000 or so. So the police also turned even the sickness of victims into a mechanism for victims in their conscience. And there were women who were held in Tiger Base, and that is the most devastating of. And they were separated from their children. There was no documentation, and some of them up to now, they have never been contacted with their children. There was no accountability. Where are those children? And it's the same women that they use to force labor. Yes, yes. They are constructing maybe an extension. One woman said that they turned her into a shed. She was cooking food for 200 people. And those women were also, maybe they were building an extension or something. And those women were told to do the work. They spent the whole day carrying stone on their heads. And doing that without any rest. No favors, no anything. They were just turned into slaves. A lot of atrocities are happening like this. Some people were held there, maybe because of their political position or political alignment. They were held there without any reason whatsoever, just because of their position politically. So let me just be important because we're going to break briefly. But before we get to that, I want to ask you, are these rogue officers, or is it a system, or is it just some rogue officers of the Tiger? I don't think there's some.
It's not a rogue officer, it's a system, Tiger-based system.
I think that's the system. That is the system.
Mad people everywhere.
So it has become a center of cruelty, center of horror and terror, and that is why people who go in there and some I find it very difficult to adjust to normal life because of the horrifying experience we had. So it's not something unimagined, it's general thing happening. And apart from that, we also have the issue of overcrowding where people say some people have to be standing, some have to be squatting, some have to stand so that others will sleep, and all the corridors of the detention facility are full of people and they are there. And we also have a situation whereby some courts were used to detain people.
To concentrate all the 2 ports they said are to be renovated, all concentrated in Lagos. Why are we every time pandering to the women and capacities of Lagos because the president is coming from there? It is sad commentary. It is.
Us in the studio, Nnamdi with us, who's a human rights activist. John's conversation this morning. Well, good to have you with us. Thanks for having me. It's a Monday, and we would not like to talk about these issues happening around, but then these things are before us, and start to look at what exactly should government do that they're not doing? Is it that they're not hearing what we are discussing? Is it that they're not hearing the people crying, saying, look, take us back to our ancestral homes? In Sokoto, the same Sokoto that was built in December 25, 2025 by Trump's missiles, is where we have Bilotuji giving orders. In fact, I think that is asking people to vacate their land. Everyone will be killed, and people were saying, we're going to be killed. Running away from where? Yes, I think you're right. That's why we're fleeing, because we were rushing to get into a bus to leave town, rushing out of town, so we can stay alive, maybe just another day. How do you react to this? And then, it's not about the failure of insecurity, it's just, something, a few things that we need to touch on. How do you react to this? Well, before this time, we've seen all these things and it's becoming alarming, lately. But from my own perspective, I think what Nigerians are feeling isn't what people in government, our representatives are feeling. Because if we listen to what Whitney has said, government use all these people because bandits or terrorists. Even they have their phone numbers and they know them by name. And then during the military era, Nnamdi said that if terror in the country persists for more than 25 years, the government knows about it, has handled it. And what I'm just saying in Nigeria is the Nigerian government has unleashed terror on its own people, directly or indirectly. Even in Lagos where we have peace, we have our own sleeping terrorists, and they will be unleashed, and they are always unleashed during the election period. And the people to whom we will, to compare the people to whom we will of the politicians. So what we are saying at this time is, Nigerians are not got their own representative who have their intention. Some say, or some are pushing the narrative that this is done by certain non-state actors to make the government look bad. So how can a non-state actor have influence in a government more than the government? If the same non-state actors are actually have the government look bad. Why is the government wanting to look bad? When we have someone that wants you to make you look bad, not responsive and responsive to the actions. The government, if they want you to look back, they need the military to face the terrorists, protect lives and properties of your own people. I'm not sure we look good. Are you being realistic? Because they're asking that they release the military, the same military that the NSA has said is compromised. If the military is compromised, then which first? Is it still the first of the non-state actor? Who creates their own separate repentant ex-men of what happened to the military? Who invaded the military is compromised. The government, who choose our chief of staff, is it the government? The problem we have is we are yet to get leadership right. And most of the people we get from leadership cannot differentiate between governance and politics. Everything is based on favoritism. There is no how we want to deal with insecurity in a nation, and we are politicizing it. If all these things are taking place, then it means that lives and properties of the people doesn't make sense and doesn't have any meaning to the government. So nobody is making the government look bad. The government is insensitive to its own primary duty.
On this, one of the prior Moses read the report, he touched on the Kanu incident, where the secretary, local government secretary, I think, was abducted without a single shot fired. We've always talked about complicity and all of that. Do you think that this is really what it is?
Our terrorists live in Nigeria even have intelligence more than the military.
Do you think so? Are you saying that our military don't have the intelligence? Because people keep saying we have one of the best military in Africa. So is it lack of intelligence? Is it complicity, or is it political willpower to do the right thing?
There is no political willpower to do the right thing in Nigeria first. And secondly, we have friends in the military. And we are very observed that some of them will just run out of the military and they don't want to go back to their camp because the military has been compromised. I have a younger brother who joined the military from Enugu. He just came to my office and said, please, no longer going. Where am I? So he does enjoy just a Nigeria and he took a skill out of the military. But outcome, he said, every time we are away from it, we've counted us the number of bullets, the number of rifles in our magazine. So when we are shooting, at the time they are shooting at you sporadically, and your commander is telling you stop, face them, don't shoot. If everybody shoot, you say, don't be commander at that particular time, the person will be very straight. And anytime their colleagues falls at the war front, the next day they have to pick the guns. The person's life is nothing to the military. So a military system that does not care about its own personnel, a military system that gives power to the terrorists than to their own personnel, there will be failure in the system.
You talked about it, how to share rifles and munition and magazines and all of that. We recall that after before the Sokoto incident, we had the National Security Advisor for Defense, the Minister of Defense, they traveled back and forth, and at the end of the day, what came out was like a security cooperation, collaboration, and agreement between the United States and Nigeria. And after that, we had 100 US soldiers, land somewhere in Borno State, and we were told they are here for intelligence and tactical support operations. Our president just came back from the UK where he signed the security agreement with the UK. And just yesterday, he told us that France is ready to support Nigeria with equipment. So, is it a problem of equipment? Or is it a problem of human capacity like the military that we are talking about? So the other thing is, how do we assess the involvement of the North Atlantic? When I say North Atlantic, I mean Europe, I mean US, not NATO specifically, I mean America, where you have UK and you have France, Nigerians insecurity. I have found a better, especially considering that since after the December 25th, the terrorists have doubled down the center. And we have our president and the media and the government saying, sorry, we don't have to blame the government. So within that time, so we were talking about the actions, American involvement, and we said that if there is no underlying reason, or if there is no undertone in the involvement in Nigeria, Nigeria government is capable enough to handle this. That's one, but there is no political will. Now, the US is involved since November, like
into the camp of the terrorists in England. They all fled. What had happened since then? But I reality. When you take it back to the Nigerian time period, US Army was in Nigeria, the US Army was in Nigeria during that period too. What did they do? We are the owner of our land, they are the intelligence even more than us here. But the problem is the in-house people, the people who know their home, they have a way where they want you to know. Nigeria is kept at this place intentionally. More than Nigeria, in fact, under one month, Nigeria can be better. Security rise. But the problem we have all the time is our people at the home of affairs, they are not there to serve us, they are there to serve themselves. And look at it at this time also, terrorists will be campaigning. Terrorists will be campaigning for a particular presidential candidate. In Nigeria, it happened. And we want to fight that same terrorist. How can they be fought? Like US, UK, France, if they are coming in now, they also have a price to collect. They have something they hide in Nigeria. It's not that Nigeria cannot fight it. It's our minor things. But because our terrorist group also have been politicized, they want to show who has metal and who has custom to fake weapons. That's what is happening. We know that we need this and to see them being involved. What have we achieved? Since we guys were traveling out of Nigeria, what have we come back with? Have they made ever any solution to this insecurity in our system? Thank you very much. Now let's go virtual now. We have Dr. Dixon Osaki with us. Good morning to you. We might need to unmute your device so we can get your audio feed. Dr. Dixon Osaki is an international certified anti-terrorism specialist, and he's in the business of securing lives of property and should be in a good position to tell us why this has continued in Nigeria, and what has led to a lot of Nigerians, a lot of the military in Nigeria, the military men in Nigeria losing interest. We're going to have you join the conversation. I hope we get your audio feed at this point. Now, quickly, we have you here a number of times, and we talked about how to make this nation fair, how to provide security, and all of that. But the problems persist, and that's why we'll continue to talk about them. And then, just the other day, there was a young man who came out and spoke about how his fellow soldiers failed and how that leaves him depressed, and that he lamented. But what we heard was that he was arrested, and taken in, and nobody has heard anything about him again. And right here also, the studio guest pointed to some soldiers leaving because they felt, look, our lives are nothing. They count the cartridges that we go with, they count the bullets and the rest of them, and they ask us not to shoot. I had a few friends who left the military, with soldiers who left and have become logistics people now. They drive farm produce around. That's what we are having in Nigeria. And then we see these people that perpetrated insecurity are being drafted into the military. Please help me understand. Let's do this again. Let's talk about this again. How can we solve Nigeria's insecurity problem? Especially if I get angry, from the angle that I've listed. Go ahead, please. Fantastic overview from you, and I can tell you that you're really keeping touch with our military men, because what you just said is not the truth. And I think the Nigerian military precisely and the army precisely are not ready to, treat the problem again as a very big problem again. And I agree. The soldiers are laying their arms and taking departure from service, and as well, great. I know guys that have been to Russia, that apparently fighting in Russia and Ukraine, and I think that, and they were great, The offer was so lovely offer, and they prepared to go and die in another man's country to die for their family, simply because our guy here seems your airport is Sudan, or the airport in Sudan. But for me, I think we have a very big problem at hand from the military operational perspective, and as well from the motivational perspective. Then we look at the area of the insurgency as well. But for me, I will tell you that from the military, the army precisely, we not soldiers. We have the capability or capacity to engage this enemy. When you look at these terrorists, my brother, if you see the kind of guys they and you should be so proud of it. You guys were taking out our generals, killing our commanders, killing our officers, as if we are getting an attack from Iran or from Israel. It's so disturbing when you see these guys kill our officers and commanders. And when you keep on killing our officers and commanders, what other threats the civilians we're looking at? Well, now, this is the issue. I think, first of all, we need to start looking at weapon and influence and stop this very much we're playing against terrorist group. Nigerian security issues is serious. Security is illegal, and I tell you the truth. We can eliminate these guys within the next 6 months, but I don't think we're ready to take them out. And I strongly believe there are one or two elements from the political perspective and from the security perspective that are benefiting from this fight because there are no battle for money. So I think some of them are making a money, that's why they don't want to take on these guys. These guys use it and put it in our territorial space. They go to some schools and got 200, 300 students, take them to actually take them to their comfort zone. But last year, negotiate, get billions of naira they want to get for ransom, and they get more arms and ammunition, and they take out this guy. If this government is ready, the president will tell them to marching order to the military to buy them out of the next society. But I don't think they're ready. 16 years down the line, that is an acceptable time for me to engage with terrorist group. Trust me.
Alright, now, Dr. Benson, I want to ask you a question that is similar to what I had posed here in the studio. We want your perspective on that. How much of involvement of outsiders? I mean, we have the military cooperation between the United States of America. Our president Samuel talked well about how 2 months ago when we went to talk to you. And in 2023, when we took office, when people went to France and signed one with France, and in all of that, he went to UK just last week and signed another one. So, how much value are they bringing, in terms of equipment, in terms of tactical operational support? And what will be the essence of that value if we have a military that is compromised here? Are we going to level up things? How do you believe that, this problem should be solved from outside or from inside? What's your take?
Fantastic question. So we have three formations of threat, three types of threat. We have what we call the internal threat, we have what we call the external threat, and we also call the inadvertent threat. We have something from internal threat, and that internal threat is very classified as enemy within, and the solution to our problem is within. External factor relates to our problem. We measure the arms and ammunition we push into Nigeria. It's not really a problem. The United States of America, for instance, we're in Afghanistan for 20 good years. 24 hours after they left, the Taliban spoke about Afghanistan. I used to tell you that every terrorism issues must or can be solved within. Yes, we can get support from them, and ammunition wise, we can get support from them, technological wise, intelligence wise. But within our continent, our country, as I say, already right back to that, I tell you, every effort from this outer and external forces will be important because we are suffering from the enemy within, and this enemy within, we find it in our political space, we find it in our security space, we find it in our environment, and the only way for us to take them out is for us to come back to enjoy them and start speaking to our leaders and let them know that this is the end of time, because I strongly believe that we have some political leaders that have programmed these guys and also politicians that of course we remove by example. We don't do that when they're trying to do that, the people that play crime. We are also not watching and doing things with election boards, saying people stand somebody watches. It's not making the most of like practical crime. So our leaders will see themselves as their own model. For the also our own model.
There's a report out there, and I don't know if you should have seen that report about the American security agency, security survey agency, and the report says that ISIS that was driven out from Iraq, ISIS and all of that, that they have now, that have mapped out the Sahel, as their main state, as their main base, and talking about ISWAP and all of that. How much of that will affect, the collaboration with foreign countries? Because ISWAP, ISIS is international. So the problem is already internationalized. And you recall that at some point, we had the military cooperation with Niger, Chad, Cameroon, joint task force that they call it. And all the other countries were able to push out terrorists within their enclave. And we know what they were pushed national problem at this time. Fantastic. You see, internally, a lot of these will actually take away from ISIS and Boko Haram at the very peak, and that is why the second of this aggression. I agree. We have seen Nigeria as a global ground, and that is why they are moving towards the Sahel, and from the Sahel they are penetrating to the Nigerian's space, and as well, I would want to say that they have an objective. What is their mission and objective? They have a mission and objective, and in geographical design of Nigeria. If you follow this security very precisely, you will discover that from the northeast, these guys have carried out the west and west on the northeast. They've gone to the northwest, they've west on the northwest. Now they've been in the north central, and every state in the north central, Jos, Nasarawa, Kogi State, Kwara, and one or two other states have been left up by these guys, north central. Now they are in southwest. 1 or 2, 3 states in southwest have also been messed up. They have 2 more zones to go, the southwest and the south side. But the guys in the southeast are not taking it lightly with them. They are all in the bushes, chasing them out to ensure that they don't take over their territorial space, taking the laws, taking the fight to these guys in the bushes. But what I've seen so far, my brother, is that there is an agenda, and that agenda is simply to Islamize Nigeria, and that's just the truth. Because I see reason why you move in from different Sahel region and you move into the west, northeast, northwest, south, the north central, and now you're moving in southwest and southeast and south. If we don't come together as a country to fight these devils, this evil within this country, I tell you, in the next 100 years, Nigeria will achieve their objective, because with every mission, there's an objective. What is your mission? What's the objective? That's what we should take about. So we can't just be looking at them killing, kidnapping, and whenever they kidnap, they request for 100 billion, 20 billion, what are they doing this for? It's not part of the money for their sponsors, and also to get more arms and ammunition and keep on advancing. We need stage advancement, even though we need internal and external support, but from internal perspective, military must sit for the work take the goal by the law. Because what is happening in Nigeria is that Nigeria is systematically under invasion. Just me. Systematically under invasion. We need to ascribe the Yugoslav model, and we understand what happened in Yugoslavia between sects, the Muslim, the Kurds, and the Catholic Christians, and all of that. After a very long time, the Clinton and the government decided that the best way to solve this problem was to give each of these affiliations separate countries, and that's why we have Croatia now. The Dominican Catholics, we have sects, Muslims, and all of that. The evangelicals, pushed Bush to one of the words of power, and they were able to, at some point when we had Sudan, we were trying to Islamize the Southern Sudan, the Black Southern Sudan, and all of that. And what they did was to split that country into 2, Sudan and Southern Sudan. Despite the fact that the ethnic rivalry between the US and the Dinkas are still causing problems in South Sudan. We need to describe that model for Nigeria, because it is one big fix that might solve this problem for us. I mean, to buy this input. Unfortunately for us, we have mixtures here where we have, like in Southwest, no religion is predominant. And in the middle belt, it's still the same thing. So we need to describe that model and how is it going to work out for Nigeria. I think if you go up for president in 2021 and have to vote you, because you seem to have the solutions that the have had, excellent position there. You see, the amalgamation of Nigeria, for me, I think is a fraud, because bringing in the north, the west, the south, the east, and the south together, the amalgamate the country, I think it's going to be a fraud or unconstituted marriage, because if you look at the geographical development, you can tell where the problem is coming from. I'm not going to be essentially trying to brutalize a certain tribe or try to decolonize and all certain ethnic group. But the major problem in this country, security rights is coming from the north. And these guys that have come, these very boys are radical Islamist guys, Muslim is a very beautiful thing. When I go to the north, because later I go to the states, and even precisely I go to the north, Insecurity state, Zaria, Kaduna, before I joined the Nigerian army and went to cross over where I saw as my first military unit. Most of these decade guys, I don't know when they preach. I don't like the Supreme Muslim Council. Used to start looking into their preachers. What are they preaching for these people? What are they telling? two branches in somewhere they're going to meet because we don't have branches in Nigeria. Are you telling them about attack? Are you telling them to kill fellow brothers or fellow sisters? But for me, this marriage is not going to work. I'm advised for taking the control. We're filing divorce. What's it called? Malaysia filed divorce from Singapore in 1956, and they went so well. Singapore is one of the only country on earth after filing divorce with Malaysia. But it's not going to work out for us to stay together because most times when they see us, these are radical Islams that they call us arrogant. That's unbelievers. They tag us as unbelievers. And some of their prophets tell them, we'll see unbelievers take them out. And our Christian community has spoken them out because we're great intelligence and the majority of them have been killed by these radical Islamist guys. We have a problem, religious problem, a conceptual problem, tribal problem, and that one resolve the will, political. And that's why we need political will to resolve this issue. We want to turn this mess, then let's file the divorce. The North can break their way, the South can break their way, then let's see. Then the Yugoslavia, model will work. But I trust you, if we turn out and file the divorce, it's going to work. But what about our Christian brothers, the Christian people within the Northeast and the Northwest? They are going to work out those who are maybe converted to their religion. Religion will be seen as a religion, not possible. Don't force your religion on the people. My religion, I don't force people to my religion, so don't force your religion on me. Let's live together as brothers and sisters and see how we can achieve the survival of Nigeria. But if it doesn't work, I think the best way to go is to find a divorce and ensure that we have you guys even choose to find a divorce because if you look at the Bible designs now about 2,000 square kilometers, over 200 million people, I think over 250 million people. Then what is the better space? If filing a divorce is going to bring about peace, then let's find a divorce.
Thank you very much, Dr. Dixon Osaki and Ekpa Okuman. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Let's move away from this conversation.
It is interesting that the call for ending of Nigeria is getting louder. The call to end the Zoological Republic is coming louder. It must end. No matter how they push their propaganda and blackmail, we will never accept this Zoological Republic. They can continue to intimidate us, continue to attack us, but today, other people are joining their voice, asking for the end to the Zoological Republic. And we will continue to speak no matter what. I want us to get this update. It is also very important. The attack on us, on the Biafrans.
This young man in Enugu State, on a police custody since 22 January 2026. The only crime this man committed, not only that man in Sokoto police. That was the only crime this man committed. Our coordinator is the youth leader of Enugu State, youth. So they were contributing money to go and sit Nnamdi at Sokoto prison. It was unfortunately that one of them decided to hold the money, and the person was not able to be at risk communicating with them again. They started asking about their money, which they have contributed. It's about 500 something thousand. The guy is not giving them any answer for that money. Now they said instead of them to take law into their hands, that they are going to report the guy that is holding their money to the police station. Now, Mr. Liberty, the husband of this woman, decided to go to police station and make a report on signing someone who took their money without any reason. Reaching to the police station, the police people at Tampa and here in Enugu State, they directed them to SWAT to go and make the report. Now, Mr. Liberty went to SWAT to make a report. After the report, according to the statement that he wrote, they said he indicated that the money that they were contributing was the money that they wanted to use to go and snap down at Sokoto. For that reason, that Mr. Liberty is now alive with them. Just like that. They didn't cut him to gun. They didn't cut him to be born. In short, they didn't cut him did any illegal thing or did anything happen to society. Just that he went to the police station to make a report that someone took their money. That is the only offense Mr. Liberty committed. And this happened on the 22nd of January, right? On 22nd of January 2026, up to now, this is 3 good posts. The police station in Enugu State here claimed that they did not see Mr. Liberty because we have been looking for him. We have been searching for him since that 22nd of January that he went to make a report to the police station. We made a research of him everywhere. We searched on the police station. The police people said they did not see him. After said that, now SWAT at Enugu State. Now we went to the SWAT. The SWAT
claim that the reason why they detained him is because he's a suspected IP. Now, asking the lawyer asked them, what is the problem? Why was he detained? They said he's a suspected IP, that the money that they contributed to go and see that camp. No investigation. He didn't caught him as a kidnapper. Nothing. He was the one that went there by himself, right? He went there by himself, and the terrorist went and got himself. That is the only crime Saliba committed. And this woman was pregnant then. Immediately she heard that her husband has missing since 7 days. She gave birth to a child. Until now, the father has not seen a child. Over complete 3 good months. This is the thing we have been hammering in Igbo land. This is the things that the youth of Igbo land are going to. The Nigerian police arrest the youth in Southeast. Thank you for most. They won't allow you to communicate to your people, your lawyer. Even if in advance when the kidnapper said, they allow the lawyer to see him. In advance when the kidnapper, in family went to see him. Talk more of someone that they just got to get on just to go and see that that was going to address Mr. Liberty on the day. And Nigeria government paid him. Until now, they have not accepted that they have seen him. But we know where he is now in SWAT. So I'm calling on Nigerians to help us, please, because this is getting too much. Our youth are missing on daily basis.
Now you can see what we are talking about. You can see the inhuman treatment that they are giving to our people. And this video is also a lesson for us. It's a lesson for us, the Biafran people. Know it that Nigeria doesn't want you. They don't like you. Reporting any matter to Nigerian government is a waste of time, more especially matters that has to do with the struggle. You don't have to go to Nigerian government and report it. What were you thinking? This is a lesson for every one of us in this agitation. There are many temptations, more especially people in Biafra land. Don't take any case that has to do with Biafran people to the police. You are putting yourself in danger. You are just handing yourself over to the enemy. Whenever you have an issue, try as much as possible to sort it out within yourself. Don't call Nigerian government for anything. Don't. Look at him. He went and reported an issue to police station. Issue that has to do with IPOB. Not just IPOB, money we are contributing for the sake of Biafra to go and see our spin leader. Because anything that has to do with Nnamdi, they link it to IPOB. Anything that has to do with IPOB. So you should have known better. That is what we are facing. Nigeria that is negotiating with bandits, terrorists. Speaking on behalf of terrorists, but look at an innocent person who went and reported the case. And today, they hold him captive to today. It is sad. Very, very sad. But that is a lesson for all of us. We must be very careful how we follow issues. We must be very careful what we do. Our supreme leader, Nnamdi Kanu, and Simon Ekpa, has given us a template that we must follow. And every one of us must follow that template to raise the flag of Biafra. We must follow that template to raise the flag of Biafra. No matter what happens, no matter the challenges, no matter the trial, no matter the temptation, every one of us must focus on that which matters. The restoration of Biafra is mandatory. No man born of a woman can stop it. We must raise this flag. Raise it high, high, high enough. We must raise the flag of Biafra. No matter what they do, no matter what they say, we must raise this flag high, and the whole world will see it. The whole world will see it. We must raise our flag. Every eye will see it. There is no going back. I thank you all for listening to this program. Thank you for connecting to this program. We will see again tomorrow morning. Please connect to tomorrow morning. If you have not shared this video, please share it. Share it. Share this program so that people will get the information and know where we are. Remember, we are trying to build this platform as they are suspected reference platform. So please like and share and invite others to join us on tomorrow episode. May Chukwu continue to guide us. Thank you so much for joining on this program. See you again tomorrow morning. Stay blessed.
We need peace, we choose freedom. We need peace, we choose freedom. There was a nation living in peace and unity. Yeah. They are people with love and harmony. Oh, yeah. They saw greatness rise up to its purity. With another people of different culture, Idean heritage, bias and oppressive. Oh, I see. A nation from trigger of Africa, rising with strength and might and power. In due time, nobody gonna praise us. Rather, you all gonna embrace her. With your flag, with your flag, with your flag, with your flag. Oh, yeah. Let the tears of our mothers who lost their children be heard. Let the blood of our heroes speak from now till forever. Let the whole wide world know Biafra is our home. Oh yeah, Biafra is our home. Oh, it's my home. Yeah, Biafra is our home.
I reminisce way back 1967. Death toll on the blood couldn't count them even. Mama screaming, child squealing, pops on the ground. 2.5 years, over 3 million's gone. Why? Cause we asked for our freedom, and we're going back to our sovereign kingdom. They shut us down when we cried, the world said nothing. Sitting back in the crib, watching our suffering. Should I talk about the planes dropping shells like rain? Suka had the first taste of a hero's blood. Abaganazo Bunigwe was stronger than flood, but the juke is too strong and fought them off on the chart. Thought the bloodshed's gone, then it came again. 216 and the massacre, it started again. So bloody name, I couldn't cry tears. Blood dripping down my eyes, water in my veins. We died trying to fight the cause and we're trying to break him. It's our freedom, but the world was against us.
Wave your flag over Africa. Welcome people of Biafra. Wave your flag over all the world. See those people of Zion is here.
It is the nation that the Lord has chosen for the people of Zion. It is the nation that the Lord has chosen for the people of Zion.
We need peace, we choose freedom. We need peace, we choose freedom. Yeah. Let the tears of our mothers who lost their children be heard. Let the blood of our heroes speak from now till forever. Let the whole wide world know Biafra is our home.